Welcome to the third lesson of Cocolingo. In this lesson, we will talk about our another input, which is reading. There will be different standards for reading. Most of the French literature can be separated in 4 different sections, which is A1, A2, B1, and B2. In those standards, A1 is the most easiest, and B2 has much harder vocabs. In the 30 days French studying plan, I provided some French reading exercises on Lingua, and I also mentioned the names of the articles on Lingua that you can read about for each topics. Another thing about this exercise is after you read those articles, there are French problems about this article beside the article that you have read. So it's a good way to test your knowledge immediately to see whether you understand the information in the article. If you want to read some long articles and you don't want to do those exercises, you can also try French reading A to Z. There are many free French reading, especially stories, that you can read other than the short articles in Lingua. And for the name of the articles on Lingua, I will put them in the comments. Other than doing reading practice for around 25 to 30 minutes, you can also choose some French literature like books and comics books or novels to read them in your free times. Because reading should be a fun activity to do, and it helps you improve your French learning instead of doing a lot of exercise with a negative mood. For me, I started to read French books called The Little Prince, Le Petit Prince, and then I read the French version of Harry Potter, and now I'm reading the Around the World in 80 Days, which is a little bit hard. And I recommended you to start with Le Petit Prince and Harry Potter because they are famous, and Le Petit Prince is very basic for the beginners to start reading French stories. My recommendation for you to choose which articles or books you want to start with is to start with A1 because that is more suitable for the French beginners. And when you know more vocabulary, and you can start to try A2, B1, and B2. And better, you can choose the books that you already know the plot of the story. So on top of what you already know what the story is about, you will find yourself more easier to understand the word in French. I will list some books for beginners in the comment area. If you want to try them, you can search them online or you can buy them in the bookstore. And that's all for today's lesson. See you next time.